What is up guys, Jay Toonz back here with another video. This video is going to be something a little bit different. So if you are new, because of this review, I don't normally review anime shows. I usually just review cartoons and talk about cartoons. Yeah, I've never reviewed or never talked about anime really too much on this channel. So yeah, if you are new, I suck at reviewing, just a heads up. So if I don't give this show justice, I apologize. But hopefully you stick around and see what else I have planned, because I do plan on talking about and reviewing other animes as I go along, because I'm kind of new to the scene of anime. I've never really seen too much anime shows. But yeah, so today the very first anime review we're going to be doing is Tiger and Bunny. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Tiger and Bunny was produced by Sunrise, who has put out shows like Cowboy Bebop and Inuyasha. The series is set in a world where superheroes are sponsored by companies to go out and save civilians for a game show like TV series called Hero TV. The superheroes go out and gain points by doing hero things like arresting criminals or saving civilians. The one with the most points by the end of the season is deemed world's greatest hero. The show revolves around an older hero named Wild Tiger and his new partner Barnaby Brooks Jr. The duo is forced to pair up by their sponsor, but with that brings a lot of disagreements because they each look at being a hero differently. Like, one wants to wait and think about strategy, while the other one just wants to rush in and do his own thing. They must come together to solve a big mystery that revolves around Barnaby while stopping villains along the way. So starting off with one of the main characters, Kotetsu Kaburagi, I will say it, or Kaburagi, aka Wild Tiger. Kotetsu is the oldest hero of this generation who looks at the superhero business differently than all of the others, because he cares more about saving people rather than the fame and making his sponsors happy. Kotetsu is one of those Raphael type characters where he rushes in without a plan and most of the time screws up, but he is still a very likable character by kind of being the heart of the group with his serious talks he gives everybody from time to time. So he's kind of like the father. I look at him as being kind of the father figure of the group, at least in my opinion. Next up is Barnaby Brooks Jr., aka Bunny. Barnaby is the newest hero on the scene, who is miles different from his partner Kotetsu by being the calm, cool, and collected one who does what is told. Now, I don't want to say too much about Barnaby because his character does serve a big role in the story of the series, especially season 2, and I do not want to spoil anything, but I will say this: he goes through the most character development out of any character, out of anybody in the series, which is always a good thing. It's always good to get character development. As for the side characters, I did enjoy them because some of them did play a big role, like Blue Rose and Origami Cyclone, Blue Rose being one of my favorites. The thing I was most disappointed in was the villains in the show, because besides Jake Martinez, none of them really felt threatening. They all just felt flat, at least to me. All of the villains just felt flat and not threatening enough. Alright guys, so for my overall opinions on Tiger and Bunny, I absolutely love this show. It's probably one of my favorites right now, and again, the reason why I'm saying right now is because I haven't seen that many animes, so as I go along this journey of watching anime shows, I'm pretty sure the list might change from, or will change from time to time, but right now, it's one of my favorites. I absolutely love Tiger and Bunny, and I definitely will be going back and rewatching it, because the story alone is unique. Like, if you guys are tired of the same old Marvel and DC superhero stories, give this one a chance, because it definitely is unique in my opinion. This is, one of the first stories that of its kind that I have seen, where the superheroes are doing it for fame and for fortune. They're not doing it, for justice. They're doing it for a paycheck, and I really, really like that idea, because there's a lot of potential that comes in with that kind of unique story, and it's really, really cool. Like, it's a different take on superheroes. If you guys are tired of the same old superhero stories, definitely give this one a chance, because it's definitely unique in my opinion. Also, the characters are just amazing in this show. This show knows how to develop characters. Not only the two main characters, Tiger and Bunny, get development, but 2 or 3 of the side characters get development like crazy. They have their own dedicated episodes, and also throughout the episodes after their dedicated episodes, they do grow as characters, and I do enjoy that. I enjoy it a lot, so I definitely love the characters. This show, if it wasn't for the story, I definitely say the characters are the number one thing within to see the show is the characters, but the story being so unique is definitely number one. But the characters are just awesome. Like, I love all the characters in it. There's not one character that really got on my nerves or I could say I really hated. There was people, you know, like business people that got on my nerves, but I think they were there to get on your nerves, to bother you, because with the story of them, you know, getting paid, the business people told the superheroes what to do, and the superheroes had to listen if they wanted to get that paycheck, if they wanted to get the fame and fortune that they signed up for. So besides the business people, none of the characters really got on my nerves. None of them really made me mad or want to turn off the show. But all of the characters, in my opinion, are great. I loved all of the characters. Besides the villains, like, the villains is the biggest gripe that I have with the show. It's probably the only bad thing I could find about the show besides the story dragging on a little bit. The villains suck. I can't put it any loosely. The villains suck. Besides one, which was Jake, the other villains really suck. And there was one that had potential, and he wasn't a villain, he was a vigilante. He had potential. They gave him his own episode. I mean, they were building him up so much, and then they just let it fall. Like, they didn't do anything with his character, they didn't do anything with his story, they just didn't do anything with him at all. Like, at the end, they didn't really clear things up with him. They really didn't do anything with him, and that sucks in my opinion, because he was one of my favorite villains, you know, throughout the story. I was like, oh yeah, this guy's definitely going to be one of the hard-hitting villains, and I can't wait to see what he ends up with him. But they didn't do anything with him. He wasn't even a villain per se, he was a vigilante, but still, I would have loved to see more of him and get to know more or a lot about him and see him go against the heroes and go against the villains. Like, it would have been so awesome, but they just dropped the ball with him. And then also the ending villain fell flat in my opinion, because I saw that coming from I believe like the beginning of season 2 or like the end of season 1, beginning of season 2. I saw that coming from miles away. But yeah, so I do highly recommend this series, guys. If you guys are into anime or are into superhero shows, definitely give this one a watch. They do have season 1 and 2 up on Netflix if you have Netflix. The one thing that they don't have though is the movie. There's a movie called Tiger and Bunny: The Rising, and Netflix does not have that. Now, the movie does continue on from season 2, I believe. I haven't seen the movie, but I hear that it does continue on from season 2. I'm not for sure if it finishes off the series or not. I'm not positive or not, because there is not a season 3, just season 1, 2, and then the movie. I don't know if it finishes off the series or not. I haven't seen it. But Netflix, if you are listening, please put the movie up. I would really appreciate it. If not, I guess I have to go out and look for the Blu-ray in the future. But yeah, so if you guys have seen the show, if you guys haven't seen the show or whatnot, give me all of your thoughts and all of your opinions down in the comments below. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for me, guys. If you guys can, please follow me on all of my social media sites, all of my other YouTube channels. Links are all down in the description. Also, if you guys play video games, or if you guys like to watch people play video games, go follow me on Twitch. I'm always live playing video games with my friends over there. So if you guys can, please support me on Twitch. And you guys can ask me questions and chat with me while I play video games, and I answer pretty much any comments that pop up. But yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. For all your collection, hunting, news, and reviews on Toonz, click that subscribe button. Don't forget, keep watching your anime, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.